Guy in the PN. Guy, good afternoon.
Hi, Rick. Good afternoon. I'd just like to make a couple of points, being very close to this file with Rogers at Talk Ottawa in 2011, 2010. And I'd just like to clarify and make sure that we remember a few things that happened back in 2010 and 2011. Peter Hume was the president of the AMO. Peter Hume was also looking at Durham, Halton, and Peel because they were also negotiating their source organics contracts at the same time. For Rick to now stand up and say and blame it on one city staffer, when Rick Chairellis on May the 9th, 2011 on CFRA stated that he's trusted the people on the environmental committee and he did not read the full contract, quote unquote, Rick Chairellis on CFRA stated he did not read the full ORGAWORLD contract and voted for it because he trusted the people on the environmental committee in 2011. And now, as head of the audit committee, to come out and quote Ben Franklin, the truth is the truth. How do we know what the truth is if the councillors that we hire don't even read the contracts that they're voting on? And as well, Peter Hume, shame on you. The fact that you couldn't have gone out and done your diligence. Halton, Rick, has a 5-year contract with Miller Environmental. Not a 20-year contract. They had ramp-up periods to a prescribed amount that they thought the municipalities' taxpayers would use. We had no ramp-up period, 80,000 straight-line tons per year. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody who wants to hide behind a city staffer and blame them when these people sit around the council table and earn $85,000 to $100,000 a year and have now shuffled these people off into another position and who can now hold their head high as the head of the audit committee and say the truth is the truth is the truth. Well, Rick, if you would have read the contract, we would know what the truth is, and you made it vote against it. It is just balderdash.
Well, let me ask you this, Guy. Do you not buy into the argument that if somebody reads a contract, is not up to speed on the complexities, you have to rely on the public service, the bureaucracy, to bring forward those details. So whether he read it or not, I guess,
Rick, we had other municipalities that went into 5-year contracts that had ramp-up periods. Peter Hume was the president of the Ontario Association of Municipalities. Could he have not picked up the phone and talked to a solid waste manager and say, how are you guys doing this? How did you get a ramp-up period? Dale Harley sold this city a ball of goods because he needed 20 years to basically ramp up with Tomlinson, the Orgamworld site, and we got sold a bill of goods that is going to cost us not only our biweekly garbage, but shame on the councillors for now standing behind a city staffer who suggested a straight line $80,000 a year with no ramp-up period. These are what we pay our councillors for, is to do diligence on these contracts. And if they're not doing that, then just get rid of the councillors. Because you know what? Obviously, we're just getting bilked and we're getting sold a bill of goods, whatever the private sector wants to sell us.
I got to tell you, and I'll be looking closely, I know everybody will, at that audit. Leadership is about assuming responsibility.